Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it. This is another episode of Healthy Discussion, and I wanted to give you guys this update about what's going on with the UAW. So I just read an article today, and I wanted to share it with you. Workers at the Detroit 3 are set to make, listen to the $35 more an hour than a Tesla, thanks to the new union contract. So they have struck a deal with the big three. What's the big three? You have Stellantis, you have Ford, and you have GM. Now, these people have been complaining, saying that the wages isn't matching the work. And I'm sure they're not the only people striking or complaining. You have Kaiser Permanente, you have Hollywood strike because of AI. A lot of people are going to strike. This is why. Because the wages isn't matching the workload. Now, from a business point of view, they're trying to keep their costs down. From a business owner, right? You're trying to keep your costs down. Your highest cost on your balance sheet, 9 times out of 10, is your employee, right? That's why most businesses are doing part-time instead of full-time. So we all are affected by this. But it doesn't mean that these persons shouldn't be fully represented or fully taken care of. Now, what that means is if the workload is too much for the wage, right? It means that you have just signed up to be a slave without you knowing. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. That's what it means. It literally means it is no light at the end of the tunnel and you can't have it. It's no hope. If it's no hope, people begin to rebel. If people begin to rebel, why? Because they're not getting paid or they're not satisfied with whatever our constituents or whoever runs our politics, our money, our monetary system, they're not satisfied with it. Smash that like button if you agree. Smash that like button if you agree. It's Halloween, of course, but that does not stop the show. That does not stop the show. That's a great costume at the top of the hill right there, coming on up. Great one right there, coming on up. But let's continue with the article. So the article states, after a bitter strike, a new 4-year contract. After a bitter strike, a new 4-year contract struck between the United Auto Workers and Ford, which GM and Stellantis have used to build their tentative agreements with the UAW, includes 25% raise over the term of the pact. 25% raise, that's good. Most of the people, as far as raises, they may get $1 raise, $2, a couple of cents, 50 cents. They're not getting that much. Point being, they're not getting that much. But let's continue. That expects to drive Detroit's hourly labor costs, the average amount of wages and benefits spent per worker per hour up to $90 an hour. Whew. So union workers claim $100 an hour? So they're getting paid well over $100,000 a year? You can't beat that. And these are skilled professions. So I am all in support of the union workers because they're the one that make the world go round. Honestly speaking, without cars, how would we get around as far as transportation? Okay, let's take the union out of the car industry and let's just put them maybe in the sewage industry or the day-to-day construction, skyscraping. We need those people, so they should get paid accordingly, right? That expects to drive Detroit's hourly labor costs basically to $90 an hour. At Tesla and foreign car companies, so this is the comparison, this is the caveat. At Tesla and foreign car companies, that same hourly labor cost sits between $45 to $55 an hour, industry experts estimate. So why is Ford and GM and Stellantis comparing their analytics on Tesla? This is why. because Tesla obviously is a competition. While this strike was happening, right? Did you guys notice? While the strike was happening, Tesla wasn't on the strike. Tesla was not on the strike. Their employees was happy. In fact, I believe that their employees got paid. They get to invest directly inside of the company. So their packet, it's like an Amazon investment. If you was to invest in Amazon, hey, how you doing? If you was to invest in Amazon, instead of them giving you a signing bonus and you just let it sit, you would have been a millionaire right now. So maybe Tesla is adopting these same principles. And to me, that principle worked. That Tesla principle worked to me. I'm just saying, it works to me. But let's continue with the article. Headed into contract, right? Headed into contract talks this summer, the labor cost gap between the Detroit 3 and the Tesla was already sizable. While Ford, GM, and Stellantis were spending about 66 an hour on their factory workers. Tesla was spending just 45 an hour. Okay, that kind of makes sense to me. Smash that like button if you agree. That kind of makes sense to me. Okay. These huge cost increases are likely to be tough for Ford, GM, and Stellantis. I think in 4 years, they're going to have a rude awakening. I think Tesla is going to have the last laugh. Smash that like button if you agree. This is why. It don't cost them that much to make the cars. And then they're going to have factory AI robots making their cars anyway. So as far as their overhead, I think Tesla has them beat. Now, they may be laughing right now, but I think at the very end of the day, Tesla has them beat, because during this strike, Tesla didn't miss out on $3.2 billion. $3.2 billion from Stellantis, right? Another $3 billion from Ford. Another $100 million from, not from Ford, another $100 million from GM, General Motors. Ford, GM, and Stellantis. So as a whole, they lost billions of dollars as a unit. Let me repeat. As a whole, they lost billions of dollars. Billions of dollars. For that 6 months that they had to strike, Tesla didn't lose a dime, a nickel or dime. They didn't lose a thing. Smash that like button if you agree. They didn't lose a thing, but according to all of these other industries, as far as the UAW and the union workers, they made sure that that company lost. I think they're going to switch the power from the employees to the employer. That's why they're going to invest into machinery. It only makes sense. I think this passed for right now. But later on, in 5 years, by the time 2030 come, Tesla will have the last laugh, because he did not miss a day on making $1. Let me repeat. He did not miss a day on making $1, and his module worked, and obviously is not changing, because it works. If it worked, don't reinvent the wheel. Smash that like button if you agree. Once again, this is another healthy discussion. Smash that like button if you agree. Subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, share. Remember, positivity over negativity. And if you a UA worker or a Tesla worker, leave your thoughts down below. I want to hear it from you guys' mouth. Not from what the media is saying. I want to hear it directly from the people. On that note, peace, blessings, and love. And remember, positivity over negativity always.